I'm Kelli. On June 13th last year, I decided to go through with a cosmetic surgery that my parents allowed me to get, which was which was a mole on the top of my foot. Everything went well. The surgery went great. I was really happy with the results. When you get a surgery, obviously you have to check up with the surgeon who performed the surgery. And I was scheduled with 4 checkups. The first one went well. The second one went all right. The third one, I went back and I had stitches on the top of my foot. And all of a sudden, I see it starts turning a little bit of blue, a little black and green. And the doctor said, you know what, it's probably fine. It's probably just, I have a lot of, when I get piercings or metal or anything like that, I get infections easily. So he just said, watch it, make sure that you ice it, continue to take your antibiotics and all of that. And I said, that's fine, whatever. 4th of July was coming around the corner, and every year I'd go and meet my friends in LA. And this year I thought it was going to be a little different because I just got surgery. He said everything, looked fine, just watch it. You can go to LA with your friends, just make sure you're on your crutches, and if anything happens, make sure you come back, right away, or call me if anything goes wrong. So I proceeded to go to LA with my friend Ariana, and I was there for 4 nights and 3 days. The first night was fine. I went to the beach with my friends. My foot was wrapped still. I couldn't see anything. The second night, all of a sudden, I had this really, really sharp pain in my foot. And right away I knew, I might have had an infection leaving the doctor's office. I could have an infection now. So I called my doctor and he said, have you looked at it? Have you unwrapped it? And I said, no, I haven't. Should I do that? And he's like, well, make sure, look on the side to see if anything is red or if you have blood coming out. And I said, well, you wrapped it kind of tight and you wrapped it in 2 forms of the tape. And he's like, well, why don't you just unravel it, see if anything's wrong? And I said, okay, I'll do that. So I unwrapped it, I looked at it, and there was blood everywhere. So I start freaking out because I'm not the best with blood. I usually faint. And I called my mom, I'm like, I need to come home. And all my friends think I'm super dramatic. So they're like, you're probably just being dramatic, stick it out, just hang out at home, don't go out with your friends. And I said, no, Mom, I really need to go home. It's at the point where I put my foot on the ground and it's really, really intense throb. So she said, okay, I'll get a flight back home. So I did that. I came home, and usually you're not supposed to travel when you have an infection as well as a surgery because it blows up your foot. And so I did that. I flew home. I had no choice. And when I got home, my aunt was there, who's a doctor, and looked at my foot, and she says, this looks absolutely horrible. My toes turned black, and I had to be sent to the emergency room right away. So I was in the emergency room, 4 doctors came in, and I've never seen a doctor's face drop. I mean, the lady looked at me and just said, I've never seen something like this. So that made me feel great. I'm already about to faint, throw up, and meanwhile, my entire foot on the side, the skin ripped open. So I had blood flowing out of my foot. I was losing blood as I'm going, walking down the hallway, and I'm dripping blood. You can see where I was going. And the last doctor came in. He was the surgeon of El Camino. It was a different doctor than the one who performed surgery. He came in and said, I'm moving all the surgeries back. You need to come in, and I need to perform surgery as soon as possible. So I went to surgery. 45 minutes later, I came out, and the front of my foot is completely gone. The top layer of my skin is just, I can see the inside of my foot. So that made me feel great. I'm looking at it, I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I removed a mole on top of my foot, this is what happens to me. So I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks. I had 4 surgeries, a lot of antibiotics, and the result was I had MRSA, which is the deadliest staph infection that you can get. So my options were, where they told me I was either I wasn't going to make it, and then 4 days later they said I was just going to lose my foot, or my leg. 5 days later they said I was going to just lose my foot, and then at the end of it, 2 weeks, they said, you're getting a PICC line for 8 weeks, don't walk on it, You're going to be on really, really intense antibiotics, and you'll be fine.
Good job.